I didn't do anything.
No props. What am I gaining at?
He's on a 5-minute key up a cop and please for all the threats he laid out.
They're going to show up. They're going to say, what happened, sir? So take him away? What do you want us to do with him? See, that's how they're going to approach the situation. They're not going to...
Nah, he's a spin doctor, man. He's trying to cop all sorts of police. Bro, you got to hear this clown in the video, Gates. You know what I'm saying? And, I don't know. I guess he really, they know I make money hand over fist in this radio game, so I guess they're really hoping and praying that I was their crackhead buddy or I was their junkie buddy, you know, then they could feed off me. But, you know how I roll, baby. It's all about the brain power, the mind power, and the physical shape. Yes, he is.
Investing, all right? You don't know about anything. 401k, 457. You don't know about these things. All you know about is making $48 by doing what you do. And I'm not putting that down. If you're working and you're making $100, I respect that. But what I don't respect is when you fool people. What I don't respect.
Yo, this cat talks like he walks in my shoes, exercises my moves, and hangs out with me. You know how you shut him up as soon as you ask him, yo, you talk about Richie like you know him and hang out with the man. When you meet him, how long you know him? And then they'll tell you, I don't need to meet him or no. Well, who do you know that knows him? Nobody. Well, how you out here saying all this shit about him? Yo, he goes irate, man. The truck drivers in the morning are tearing him up with questions like that. He just starts going off like a wild man. But you're right, he is obsessed with me, I'm not going to lie, dude. Any man that can key up. Now, we all know the things I say and do out here, but we hear it come out of his mouth on 5-minute key-ups every damn day. Things that I've said over 2 years ago while we're listening to this clown for 8 months. But whoever that was that keyed up and says, Richie, this man's more than obsessed with you, what did I do to him? I crawled out of his speaker and I punked his bitch ass and his crackhead buddies.
First of all, you don't punk anyone. You're delusional. You're not punking anyone.
Well, what do you call it when you got a man that sits behind a mic and explains explicitly over and over how he's going to come beat the shit out of you? He bought special gloves to do so, and then guess what? He wants to try to cop a plea and try to represent himself to being something I am, and he's not, as a plea cop, to try to act like the victim now. You know what I call that? I call that me punking you. Because if I tell somebody I'm coming over there to break your head or bust your jaw, believe you me, within the next week, it's done, and I'm there doing it. So, I don't know, you know, maybe I'm wrong.
Why would you want me to go over there and assault you? That's a crime, don't you know that? Why would I go to a Brooklyn sidewalk and come up to you? You know where I'm at. You got the address. You know everything. You have all the details you're putting out there on YouTube. So why don't you come by? You claim you know everything. You claim all your information is 100%. Yet, he will never confront the enforcer, because the enforcer, like I said, I'm not one that's going to go after you. I have no reason to go after you. If we ever meet, and it's in all your videos, if we ever meet, I didn't say I was going to come stalk you, hunt you down. You never heard me say that. I said if we ever bump heads, you come at me sideways. All right? Remember these words, because I know you're recording it. I will knock you out the frame. You never heard me say I'm going to go look for you, I'm going to rip you down, I'm going to beat you up when you're standing outside. I never said that. Why would I want to assault someone? Why? You just want my pension. That's what you want. You want to destroy my career. That'll never happen, crackhead. See, people like you have nothing to lose. I hit you, you go falling, you bust your head open on the sidewalk. God forbid the worst happens, I go to jail for murder. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, junkie. It's not worth it at all. Why would I want to jeopardize my career? I put a lot of years on the job. Why would I jeopardize over a $2 crackhead? You ought to know better than that. I'm too smart for that, Richard. Come on. You're the obsessed one here, not me. not out here playing video recordings, audio recordings of you keying up all day, all night long. I'm not out here talking about people. You're going to do this, you're that, you're the best. You're the toughest guy since apple pie. Come on. You're delusional, man. Stop it already, dude. You need help. You're suffering from psychosis. And then you just talk over me because, you know, when I speak the truth, you don't want to hear it and you just key up. But that's not going to set you free. Only the truth to set you free. You always talk about your daddy. Now, if you believed in your daddy, if you really believed in the one, the Almighty, then you would know that what drugs that you are doing is bad for you, is bad for your image, and is bad for your profession. All right? You never hear a commercial where kids are listening and they're like, when I grow up, I want to be a crackhead. No, when you grow up, you want to go to school, educate, you get educated, become a professional, whatever it is. But a junkie, a crackhead? No, nobody wants to be that rich. And all I'm trying to do out here is get you off the pipe. I'm not trying to hurt you. But get you straight, brother. You can hate me for it. You can resist. But it's not going to be over. It's not that easy. You're not getting off the hook that easy, my friend. All right? Now, whatever you did to Birdman's radio, that's between you and him, and I won't bring that up again. You claim you're the best technician on the East Coast, worldwide, whatever. That's a claim. Anyone that boasts about themselves, about their ability, has none. Because if you're good at something, you don't have to brag about it. You be about it. You do it.
Mr. Enforcer, let me tell you what you sound like. You sound like you're crying like a baby behind the mic. You're embarrassed. You're scared shit. And you know what? You want to try to enable and try to convince the public that I'm your junkie buddy. Let me tell you something. You say I'm not going to get off easy. You're talking about, listen, I'll forget everything you ever said you were going to come to me and do if you just meet me and piss in a cup with me. Because once I piss in that cup for the camera and you see that I'm not your junkie buddy, there's no crack, coke, dope, none of that shit in here, then I want to see what your excuse is going to be. But don't be too surprised if you did meet me and we both took the instant test. And whether you pissed in the cup or not, when I did and I showed you that I'm not a crackhead or a junkie or whatever you're using for leverage or trying to convince the people I am, don't be too surprised if I break your fucking jaw. Break your fucking jaw.
Break my jaw. Holy shit. Let me tell you something. I've been in the ring, my friend.
Oh, God, Lord have mercy.
Against perfection.
Here comes the 21-0 rap.
A street junkie, crackhead, you're going to break my jaw. Are you serious?
Well, Mr. Enforcer, let me make you a deal right here and now. Let me show the public what you made of. You tell me any place in Brooklyn or Staten Island that you would like to meet me, and I'll piss in that cup for you. And once that goes on camera, I want to see you try to tell the world that I'm down with you and your buddies.
Why not the Lower East Side? How about the Lower East Side? You want to come to the lower deck?
All right, pick the time and date. I'm peeing in the cup, and so are you. And if I come up clean, we're never going to hear you out here try to label me you and your buddies again. Where you want to meet on the Lower East Side? When and where? Come on, you're thinking too long, boy. Let's go.
First of all, when you piss in the cup, you have to be clean. I don't want to hear, I don't have...
Here we go. Here comes the plea cop and excuse. You heard it, public, flat out. Where do you want to meet? When and where? We all know I'm a pothead, but I'm not going to take a rap for being a cracked out, out of breath, whining, crying, low-life junkie like that clown.
Marijuana is an illegal substance. So if there's marijuana in your piss, you fail the test. That's it. Clean means you have no illegal drugs in your system, period. All right? Don't make it an excuse that one drug is a lesser drug than the other. Clean means you piss in a cup, you're going to take a civil service test, just as an example, and that's it. You're ready to get hired. But first you got to take this piss test before you job. All right? Are you able to do that? All right? I'm just using that as an example.
Mr. Enforcer.
All right? I got to take this test because next week they're calling me.
Watch.
I'm getting sworn in. I'm getting hired by the city of New York. And I got to clear this test. It's got to be clean of all illegal substance, including marijuana. Can you promise me that? If you can say that, I will give you the place and the time. Let me know, fella, because I don't think you can do that.
Mr. Enforcer, you just punked yourself and your whole crew. Without you going out into left field here, man. Without you going off to every fucking subject or every plea cop under the sun. Your favorite word, what I'm trying to do is remove the word crackhead junkie from your vocabulary, putting me down with your crew. Now, here's the deal. You got a mouth, you say this, you say that. You just punked your whole self. I said, I'll meet you. I said, where do you want to meet? You went off in 1,000 different directions. I'm not your crackhead junkie buddy. Your biggest word and key up out here is crackhead. So let's get it straight right here and now. What basis do you have, or who do you know that smokes crack with me? Nitro, stay the fuck out of it. You got punked too along with that bitch. Answer the question, Enforcer. Who do you know smokes crack out here with me? Your buddy Nitro over there? That's my crack buddy? You? I just said to you when and where, and you showed your true colors. Fuck you and fuck the rest of your crew. Anytime you think you got that life in you, Richie tells you every day, Utica and Clarkson. Enough said on the issue. Cry, rant, rave, spit it all you want with Claire. It's too late, Nitro. Too late. Way too late for that public bullshit. He lost his chance. That's the bottom line. He punked his own self and destroyed his own self again with his own mouth.
All I know, hey, Nitro.
All he knows is he knows nobody that smokes crack with me, or even if I ever did smoke crack, based on what I told him in a video game. That's all we know for a fact.
No. If you're taking an exam.
This got nothing to do with exam. You let him know.
If they find any illegal substance in your urine, will you fail that test, yes or no?
Mr. Enforcer, you're spinning the point here. The point is I'm trying to remove the word crackhead junkie buddy of yours from your vocabulary. So in order for me to do that, I gotta meet your low-life scumass, piss in a cup, and show you there's no coke or dope. I don't give a fuck about weed. That's not the issue here. I'm trying to remove certain words from your punk bitch-ass vocabulary.
Well, the last time I looked, weed, herb, marijuana, whatever you want to call it, Buddha, whatever name you have for it, it's an illegal substance. So, therefore, you failed the test. I don't want to hear, oh yeah, I'm a pothead, but I'm not a crackhead. You're an addict. You're a drug addict. That's it. Bottom line. You're the one that brags you smoke between 1/8 to 1/4 of an ounce a day. Do you not say this, sir? Does this not come from your mouth? You smoke and you brag?
Listen to him, trying to sound like a fucking plea cop and spin prosecutor. Watch what I do to him when he comes off the key.
Someone that's a casual smoker, that's an addict.
Mr. Enforcer, read my lips. Read my lips, Mr. Wanna Get Me Off the Pipe. Answer the question precisely. Don't spin to another direction to cop a plea. I'm gonna ask you one more time. Who do you know, or what is your basis for stating Richie's a crackhead and I gotta get him off the pipe? So I'm gonna ask you one more time. Let me state it clear. Who do you know out here smokes crack with Richie? Nitro. Now let's check out your manhood. Nitro, you said I did it. Tell me what gives the basis. You're going on my word. Okay? You show me where I said I'm a fag like him or I smoke his drugs. Tell me where it says that I stand here and say that I'm doing that. So you're trying to cop a plea for him too. I'm going to ask you again. Other than what I told you I might have did in 1996, answer a question. Who do you know out here today, right here and now, smokes crack with Richie? Got him. You hear what his first word was? Good. Nitro, I said it 100 times. In 1996, while I was an undercover police officer, I did do a lot of things. Now, I believe that's your basis. But Nitro, answer the question here today, Nitro. Who do you know? What is your basis for saying Richie's a crackhead or a junkie at this moment? That's what I thought. Another low-life scumbag with a plea cop. You just can't do nothing. All you can do is sit back, watch me do these radios over and over again, sounding the way they are, and have it crawl up your ass that none of you low-life junkie scumbags sound like us. I'm back quiet. Scumbags sound like us. I believe I proved my point, okay? Enforcer and Nitro, both the biggest punk low-life scumbags out here. They can spin it all they want. I love how he started. I don't know you, I never met you. That's right. Which means you have no basis to say I'm a crackhead. Okay? Or I smoke crack with your buddy Enforcer. That's the issue we're trying to do here. Every morning the man is out here every day and every night saying, I gotta get Richie off the pipe. He talks like he's my best buddy and I smoke his crack. So I'm trying to remove this from your vocabulary. So I figure whether I meet you or that other scumbag, piss in a cup for the camera, and we put it on YouTube and say, look, now these low-life scumbags can say, they met me, they can say, wow, I know he's not a crackhead. Other than that, this cat's thinking about tests and jobs. I ain't thinking about none of that. I'm trying to remove certain words from your punk, bitch-ass, wannabe, wankster-gangster vocabulary. Nice one. Nitro, you want to know why I believe you're a punk and you proved everybody out there that you're a punk and the reason I'll never come meet you? I'm arguing with somebody else. You jump in to pick up his battle about crack and you don't know a motherfucker. And you want to out here and back him up and say, oh yeah, but you did that to yourself. Nitro, you know, I really think you are a punk and a pussy now, man. And any respect I ever had for you, you just lost it in the last couple of transmissions for being the punk pussy. Now go get Enforcer, you and him, and come handle your business. Because I tell you what, like I told you 2 years ago, I'm never going to stop. It ends one way and one way only, like it always ends. And guess who's standing? Night, night. Well, you see, Nitro, that's the difference between me and you. I came out here from day one, clean as a whistle. put in the past history of why the king of the East Coast didn't key up for 9 years, or what all those CB shops were, because I didn't want anything ever coming back. So I put it all out there factually as straight as I could. If that intimidate punk yous, or you can't handle my career, or you want to think I'm your buddy's buddy, or your fucking junkie, or your microphone gangster, all you got to do is show and prove me that's what you think I am. With that, I said enough. You picked up Enforcer's battle. Enforcer, anytime you want to meet me and piss in the cup, don't be too surprised when it comes up clean except weed, and don't be too surprised if I break your jaw, because one way or the other, before reinstatement, I'm going to remove those words from your mouth. If I got to wait till my reinstatement, oh my own. With that, I got nothing else to say to any of these Lower East Side pussies. I'm clear. Hey, Nitro, bitch, you're very perceptive. You're right, I'm not breaking nobody's jaw, because nobody's coming to meet me to watch me piss in the cup, because then they would have to remove that I'm their junkie, crack-smoking buddy from the vocabulary. So you're so right, dog. With that, have a good fucking day, pussy.
I ain't no pussy, and let me tell you something. If I was to come over there and watch you piss in the cup, listen, that would never happen, bro. That would never happen, because number one, I don't care to see you piss in the cup. Fuck about what you all about. You mean nothing to me, Richie. At all. You never did, you never will. Alright? So go fucking piss in the cup. Go fucking smoke what you smoke. Go do what the fuck you do. Whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't give a fuck. You know, just, you don't leave my name out of it. You're full of shit, bro. You garbage. You garbage, and you know it.
Well, you know, Nitro, it all sounds good, but you know, I never talk about you. But I'm going to tell you something. Leave my name out your mouth totally, and I'll leave your name out my mouth. Because as you said, you don't know me. You ain't a man. You just want to spread lies and rumors out me and never come to see if it's true. I understand that. I understand LES Project scum. I understand some of them actually grow up and make it in my world at the bottom of the ladder. But the minute they start playing with the upper echelon sharks, they get bit. Have a good day, Nitro. Get big. Nitro, you know what? To be honest with you, for all the respect I thought I had for you, I'm not going to stand here and argue with you while I'm trying to remove the word crackhead, cokehead, junkie buddy out of your low-life scumbag buddy's mouth. So seeing as you want to spin doctor at cop a plea and jump in when you know this man is lost, what do you want me to tell you? That you show a little heart for your crew? You know, that's amazing. At least you got more balls and brains than fucking Bad Girl. But anyway, I'm not even going to get into it with you. You know why? Because every day I tell you and every other motherfucker out here who thinks they're somebody, you look on Clarkson. Now I got to go, because I got to go to where I say I'm going to be, that I always am every night like clockwork. I got to go, guys.
Full of shit, Richie. What are you going to use that? You can use that up in your truck. Just a lying crackhead.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mr. Enforcer. When and where would you like to meet so I could piss in a cup and prove to you I'm not your crackhead smoking junkie buddy? I'm not asking you to piss in the cup. We already hear it in your breath, your talking, your words, your 10-minute kiosks. We already know you're a crackhead, dope fiend, junkie, and a pieman. So we're not going to dispute that. But I'm trying to show the world that you're a liar. Oh, and a pussy punk at that.
How do you know these things? Have you met me? How could you make such a claim that I'm a crackhead now? How could you make these claims? You never met me. You don't know who I am. You don't know what I look like. You don't know where I live. Oh, no, you do know, because you put it on YouTube. But yet I'm keen up from Manhattan, so you know, you're wrong every step of the way, you know. But it's all good, because I don't have to piss in a cup. I have a civil service job. I don't have to prove.
Here comes the bullshit again.
Alright, you're an addict. You need to get. How did you know you're an addict if you never met?
That's what I'm trying to point out to him.
Not only the fact that you're a junkie.
See, junkie too. This is what I'm trying to point out to him. So every time I back him in the corner where I can prove it, he cries 1,000 different directions.
Laugh at you. Yep. People out here, clown.
And he gets away with this because nobody else questions him the way I do. Once you start, he goes crazy and don't key up for days.
You're about, which is very thin. You have a very thin layer of skin. Now you like to come out here, call me names, talk shit about me, put me on YouTube and criticize me, call me that, use people's mother, talk about her, talk about brothers, right? Talk about the local blotter, the so-called.
He's so bent out of shape and destroyed that everything he said about Richie out here is 100% lie. But everything he's saying I put out there hit home hard. Very correct.
Own words is your worst enemy. All right, your own mouth, Richie, is your worst enemy. Do I claim I'm a secret agent? I smoke weed with Bill Clinton, or I have a president?
My career destroyed this man's mind.
I would deserve to be called names. All right, if I came out here and said I'm Mr. Secret Agent Man, I have 5 badges. All right, I killed 17 people in the line of duty. I killed 3 hitmen for the mob. One of them, I ripped their throat out. It was a closed casket burial.
Oh, that one got him good. That one got him good. But you know what? That's a funeral the 6'2" will never forget. That's also a funeral that the 2 injured cops on the scene will never forget.
Hey, well, I got a nice bank account. But it doesn't matter what I make and what I do, because I'm not going to make you bring that out. All right? Because I'm not better than anyone out here. I bust my ass for the money I make, and believe me, I well deserve it. All right? But what do you have to say for yourself? All you do is brag about your work. Why are you so pompous? If you were confident about your work, you wouldn't have to brag about it every fucking day. Oh, look, I'm on this radio. I'm a fool. I want to know why does he care so much? A $9 stock mark. Who gives a shit? If your skills are good, if you're capable of doing something and you're good at it, you don't have to brag. All right? Do you hear Sam from Delta Electronics bragging about how well he does his work? You hear PM Electronics, anyone coming out here saying we're the best radio shop in Long Island? No. All right, you hear Bell CB, that guy is one of the top in the nation. You hear him come up, you don't brag on the radio. Come on, Richie, listen to yourself. You're your own worst enemy. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at Nitro. Because when we throw the truth at you, and when we tell you how silly and stupid you sound, you get angry. And then you're saying we pick on you, that we're messing with you. And what is and what not. Come on now. Listen to yourself. I'm not trying to cop a plea. But why would I want to go to you, stop talking, and a body...
Oh yeah, he's super obsessed with me, my life, my career, all my moves. 3 years of video gates rattle around his brain. Watch this.
I got a civil job too.
Hey, Mr. Enforcer, can you hear what I'm saying, Mr. Enforcer?
Well, if you didn't key up while I'm keying up, I would hear you. But obviously, nobody cares, man. Well, people can't hear.
Shut the fuck up and let me do this one minute.
Say, don't tell me to listen to you. I'm just going to do the same that you're doing to me. I'll just turn this radio off and have my dinner right now, because it is getting late. It's almost dinner. Well, Richie, I'll give you a minute, then I got to get out of here. I did have a hard day at work today, so, if you got something sensible to say, then I'll listen. If you got stupidity that's going to come out and say nothing, Richie, say be a junkie and all that nonsense, then I won't listen to you.
All I want to say is, like you said, you never met me, but I'm trying to meet you to piss in a cup for you so the test can tell you Richie don't smoke crack or do dope. Don't care if it says weed. Then you can remove that from your vocabulary. That's all I'm trying to do. Because the way my life, my career, my video games, in the last 10 minutes you keyed up and spoke over 2 years of video games like you want to live my life. I understand you're very jealous. I understand my radio work drives you nuts. I understand the way I work my mic is intimidating. But hey, What can I do? But I'm no crackhead junkie buddy of yours, and I'd like to meet you, to piss in a cup on camera, so they can say, hey, it's Richie the Enforcer right here. And then you never have to utter those words. You can prove to the world you're a decent human being by doing that. I got him good. I know all the viewers of this video gate are going to be on him like white on rice from here on in.
All right, Richie, I tell you what. Even if that was the case, even if you did piss in a cup in front of me and you did not have crack cocaine in your system, I'm going to still clown you because you're still a fraud. You're still fucking up people's radios. You're still bragging about things that you're not.
Watch this.
I'll call you a crackhead again, but I'm still going to call you a fraud, a phony. I'm still going to clown you. That's not going to make... Unless you take me off this planet, unless you remove me from this earth, I'm still going to let you know what time it is, brother. All right? You may not ever hear the word crackhead again out of my mouth, but I will still clown you.
So what you're saying is, I know you're not a crackhead, Richie. I just want to crown you and say you're a fraud. Okay, real quick. Whose radio or how many radios or how many people's radios you know out here did I fuck up? Excluding your buddy Birdman, 1 in 3 years, 1 out of 400. So let's get to the basis of the issue here. How many people do you know, out here are saying, Richie did my radio and I fucked it up?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't know anyone out here that you worked on their radios other than dollar bands. And I don't conversate with dollar bands. I don't conversate with cats that drive a dollar band. I have nothing against them. I just don't talk to those guys on 37. So, as far as anyone on this frequency that I know of, I have no idea. I don't know anyone you worked on their radios. But I do know you fucked up Birdman's radio. And that's all I need to know. And the reason why I bring that up is not the amount of radios, or even if you just fucked up one radio, is the fact that if you do damage a radio in the process of...
You see what I did to him? He does not understand how psychology works, and this man wants to convince everyone he's a cop, including me he's trying to convince.
As a responsible technician, as a trustful technician, as a man who's confident in himself and has credibility, you should say, you know what, because you know how I operate? If I fuck up your radio, I'll buy you a brand new one. I say, here, go to someone else. I don't know what I'm doing. That's me. All right? I've given brand new fucking radios away as gifts because that's how I rock. And I'm not bragging, I'm not super rich, but you know what? If someone needs something, I give you the shirt off my back, including you. And I even told you, you come clean, I will give you a choice of 10 different high-powered radios. Brand new, modified, in the box. Brand new, a brand new base antenna.
Look how I got him.
That's you to be a clown. I'm saying if you come clean with your bullshit, stop your lies, people will enjoy your conversation. No, but you're always out here, I'm a cop or I'm an ex-cop. You mix it, you discern.
Look at how he just runs on, tries to spin the issue and the point, and tries to run. Oh, this guy's too much. Just watch when he come off the key.
Tired, next minute you're suspended. Your stories don't even align. All right? Just think about the planets in the solar system. They're all over the place. They're never aligned at any given time. Oh my God, somebody kill me.
Nah, this video gate is awesome. Shut up and listen to what's being going on. Shut up and listen.
Off the table. Right now we're talking about your credibility and your lying. All right? You make up all these stories because you suffer from an illness. It's called psychosis. You do have a mental illness, and it's not something I'm making light of. You need help. I'm trying to help you out there, brother. And that's, I think, why you reject me. Your own family, you say, fuck you. Fuck my family. All right? In your own words. In a Santa Claus suit on Christmas Day. Remember that? Or was it Thanksgiving? But you were wearing a Santa Claus suit. So remember one thing, Richie. Remember one thing. If you're a real Italian, a true Italian, Italians are like Hispanics. They're family-oriented. All right? For you to say, fuck my family, it goes to show me you're not a real Italian. Because real Italians, familiar, that's number one. Remember that. So I don't know the situation. I can only assume it's because of your drug addiction. All right, let's take the crack off the table, your marijuana smoking, whatever it is. That's why they rejected you. But that's no reason for you to hate the enforcer. Come on. When I try to help a cat out there, it comes from the heart, brother. I'm not out here to clown you. But when you make these outrageous claims that you killed 17 people in the line of duty, you killed 3 hitmen for the mob and ripped one of their throat out, and it was a closed casket funeral, come on. You know how silly you sound? If you had this, we ought to prove it.
Just let me do this. Let me do this and watch. This is a hell of a video game.
Come on. Are you just joking? Just tell me, is all of this just a joke, or is this really your life that you're portraying?
Well, you know, Mr. Enforcer, that 5-minute key-up and the story you told, you started at the beginning of the key-up clearly admitting the fact, okay, I'm not going to meet you because I don't want you to prove to me you're not a crackhead, so we'll take the crack off the table. Now your next mode of ammunition is radios I fucked up. So basically what you're saying is here, you know, you're saying that I fucked up your friend Birdman's radio. Clearly that's what you're stating. So basically you want to expose a fraud. Well, when people hear you say, I got to get him off the pipe because he's out here fucking up radios, I hear plural. I hear you tell the public you don't know me, never met me. I hear you back out from a civilized meeting to where Richie will prove to you he don't have coke or dope in his system or any other far-out hardcore drug, and you run away. I know my career, the moves I made in my career are on your brain ferociously. I mean, I understand that you're very scared, okay? But now we're going to get back to the radio point again. You clearly admitted for the public you do not know anybody whose radio I did out here. You do not know anybody's radio I fucked up. So is it clear to say, with you saying those words, we can remove the statement, Richie's fucking up radios, right? We can remove that, right? Because this video gets hellacious, bro, and it's your own mouth. Oh shit, check out Nitro coming to bat to him again. Nitro, the big LES tough guy pussy. Nitro, the big LES tough guy pussy coming to Enforcer's rescue. Mod on. Well, I guess there's no meeting these guys and no proving to them or pissing in a cup for them because, you know, they're dead bent that you have to be like them. You have to be a microphone pussy, liar, gangster, bullshit, and con artist. Sorry, guys, I run the whole of the wall New York City CB shop, and I'm coming as clean as I can. We don't fly like that. The name of this video game will be called New York City Radio Wars #1.
No credibility whatsoever. It ain't gonna be like nobody, Richie. That's your somebody. I'm telling you how it is.
All right, listen. I got to get out of here and go to work because not only do I run New York CB shop, but I do have a side gig too, you know, because I'm too busy out there smoking their drugs and out here telling stories about them. Guys, I like to stay here and bullshit with y'all, but hey, you know, I do run New York City's hole-in-the-wall CB shop, and you see the impact of my over 400-some-watt radios. My video gates, you can only count close to 300 now, guys. Just close to 300 on video, dogs, and all in New York City and Skipland giving the radio checks on them. So I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Pumping out radios that cheap, that sound like that, and crawling out of all these funky, monkey, junky speakers that wish I'm like them. And any man that don't like me or don't want to do something to me, I clearly tell you where I'm at. If you're that man, come get some. Richie, little Richie Cappy, I'm clear. Boy, you got the worst sounding radio out here.
Getting props with his video gates like he's going to become a star, like he's going to be recognized, like he's going to be the next Justin Bieber or something. Come on now. Who gives a shit about your video gates? We get 1 or 2 hits. Stop it already.
I don't know. I care about the video game because all it does is have you admitting everything that comes out of your mouth about me is a lie. And Richie always trying to show you and prove to the world that's a lie. So what I get out of my video game is a lot of good conversation, a lot of real men out here, and you know who the little jealous, scared junkies are. Now I'm going to go on the side. It's at 39 minutes and 20 seconds long, and it is so informative. This video game started a new series, NYCRADIOWARS. Goodbye.
What wars? There's no wars here. There's the truth that we speak, myself, and then there's your lies, your self-proclaimed stories, your self-proclaimed images of characters that you one minute you're forget the constant bullshit.
Yeah. Hold on. It might take 3 to 5 minutes of him ranting on.
All kidding aside, and I'm being as truthful as I can. And isn't that what CB stands for? You should believe that at one point in your life you were law enforcement.
All kidding aside, I'd be deathly afraid to try to convince the world a whole bunch of stories about a man I don't know, never met, or last but not least, ain't my drug-smoking buddy. I'm out of here, guys. He's all yours. Use it and abuse it. We're clear. Constant bullshit is right.
I figured, you see?
But it's constant bullshit because you motherfuckers don't go at him the way I go at him with the questions. Once that happens, he goes crazy and don't key up for weeks. And you're too fucking stupid to see that. But you know what? My locals, you deserve what you get. You know, I'm only one man. And I got very big shoulders, and I ain't mad at nobody. I ain't mad at nobody because they're scared to speak up or scared to question. So don't ever get it twisted there.
About the careers you had. Because lie is a sinner. Every lie, even whether it's the smallest lie, it's a sin. And your daddy doesn't like that, Richie. Why would you why would you lie to your daddy? You don't have to. You can lie to me. You can lie to everyone out here. Because, like you said, it is bullshit out there. But why you can lie to yourself even. But why would you lie to your daddy? Narcissistic, delusional, freaking bipolar, schizophrenic.
At least I'm not that off frequency. I sound like a running chainsaw on my transmission. Oh, that's coming from a man that didn't meet me, don't know me, don't care about me, don't care what I do or how I do it, but yet wants to talk like he's my best friend. That is Nitro 528 in New York City. Welcome to New York City's Radio Wars.
He was the hardest smoker. So he admitted he was a crackhead.
He's emphasizing on what I said I did in 1996. He says he was the hardest smoker.
He killed 3 hitmen.
He does not like my career before I went undercover and I was wearing a blue uniform and a detective shield.
Unless you're Sammy the Bull or someone. Come on. And you know where Sammy is. Richie, come on now. You claim that you're this, you're that. All I ask, let me see some proof. You have all these videos. Let me see your shield. Let me see some ID.
Now, if he was law enforcement like he's trying to convince the public, he would know that a suspended and without pay officer does not have his credentials, weapons, sidearms, or whatever you junkie monkeys want to do, but I got no ID and no badge or no wallet I can pull out and go, yo, motherfucker, this is who I am. Hey, suspended without pay sucks, but a presidential appointment securing me, well, that helps out too. That just keeps my status.
Come on. Richie, stop it already. Stop it. I know maybe one day, maybe in next life you're going to be
Whoever that was in the beginning of this video that said this man is very obsessed with you. Yeah, you can see it. I got quite a few thousand video gates of him threatening me and all this other shit. But in the last 2 months, he switched his attack mode and his tactic. I think it's kind of cute.
Well, come on, brother. Come clean. That's all I'm asking.
See, I'm not his brother, and I came plenty clean. Did I not offer numerous times to meet these clowns and piss in the cup for them so I can remove the word from that I'm their buddy, their drug buddy?
All right? It's called self-consumption. You just want to please yourself. So you got to be more humble than that, Richie. If you're good at what you do, you don't have to come out here and say...
I don't know, but obviously every day I'm out here on a different radio, and you people in my video gates can count close to 300 radios in my gates, and you hear the local base operators and Skip Land giving me those radio checks. Does it sound like I know what I'm doing? Or does it sound like I fuck up radios like this man's trying to convince the world?
Joker, you're a smoker, whatever. I'm out of here. People have audio recordings of you.
Never saying I bought brand new gloves to come beat you up. I'm coming to Brooklyn to beat you up. When I hit you, your teeth are going to fly out. I don't know, man. I don't know. CB19 NYC on YouTube got a lot of good shit.
Your own words. I'm not making this up. I'm not fabricating this. These are voice recordings of you. Now, you say you're not gay, you're not queer, whatever. You're not homosexual.
Definitely not.
Straight man goes to the west side, West Village, chasing gay men with dicks busting out their belly. Who does that? I don't know any heterosexual guys. I don't know any friends of mine that do that.
Me neither. But this girl I was dating back in '84, that was her thing. That's what she liked to do. Hey, if she wanted to run around striking up conversations with fans because it turned her on, who am I to argue, bro? Look who we got out there, the other one.
Very